What is going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning on into the Evergreen Motovlog channel. Sometimes it's just what you need is just to get out and do what you love. In my case, get out and ride, get some throttle therapy. And yeah, today I'm gonna get a little bit deeper. I like to kind of keep it a little light and fun on the channel usually, but today I'm gonna go a little bit more deeper and be a little more serious and talk about mental health. So yeah, hang on around and we'll get into it in just a few seconds. All right, so mental health, that's a big one for sure. You know, I mean, it's tough to talk about, you know, if I'm being honest. And this is a little bit more of a newly relevant topic in my life right now, just because I've been dealing with some mental health stuff, and it sucks. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? Without going into too much detail, last couple weeks I've been dealing with a lot more anxiety than I think I have dealt with in the past. And it's, you know, it's taken a lot to try to navigate and figure out and just try to get the help that I need. And so it's tough. You know, I never really thought of myself as someone who did have a lot of anxiety. There are always definitely things that would make me nervous, and it's been a particularly difficult year. I would even say it's been a particularly difficult couple of years. It's started to manifest in a way where, you know, I would have some anxiety attacks. I would be sitting on the couch completely fine one minute, and then next minute start to freak out and, you know, not really know what really was going on. Man, people really just kind of speed up through that corner. We're going after the red truck. At first I didn't really realize what was going on, but after it happened a couple times, you know, I knew that I needed to reach out and get some help. And this is all new territory for me, honestly. Like I said, I never really felt like I had anxiety or anything like that. And so this is all very new to me at this point. I'm still trying to figure it out. But I am reaching out and I'm trying to get the help that I need. That's kind of all I really want to talk about when it comes to my personal situation. It's good to talk about it. You know, this channel is honestly, in my mind, is all about motorcycles and tried to not hit that, damn it. But this channel is all about motorcycles and trying to share my experience with learning to ride and learning about motorcycles. But I think that I can at least offer my experience with other things, and hopefully that helps somebody out there who might be in a similar situation, not really knowing what to do. It's important for sure, in my mind, in my opinion, to seek the help that you need and reach out, talk about it. You know, throttle therapy on a motorcycle is super helpful, but and in some ways that might have been something that was helping me cope over the last couple months. I definitely think when you are in the right headspace and you can get on a motorcycle, it will help with some of the anxiety and tension release. You know, I've taken the last couple days off from riding my motorcycle just to, you know, make sure I had a clear focus and was in the right headspace and everything. Like I said, this is all new to me. Something that I'm trying to figure out. I am reaching out and getting some help, and it's good to talk to somebody about it. It's good to talk to friends, you know, if you can talk to a counselor. I think that that's probably a good thing too, just because they're an outside third party who does have professional training, right? You know, I'm hopeful for the future. You know, this is a rough time for me right now, but I'm hopeful that it can be worked through and priorities can be straightened out, and, you know, it can be looked back by a future self of mine and thought of as a time of growth and learning about myself. I think it's good that more people now are coming out and talking about mental health, but I don't think it's talked about enough still, and it's definitely not focused enough on when talked about health in general. You know, there's a lot of mental health issues out there, and everyone's situation is unique, and a lot of the times it's hard to even identify until you are in the middle of it. So I'd like to see, you know, it being more normalized. I think depending on what's going on in someone's life, mental health can have different effects. So what might be something that bothers some person at one point may not bother another person, and then at a different point that person may have some trouble working through completely unrelated or different things. And so all that I'm trying to say is you never know when it's going to sneak up on you. Saw, dude. And you don't know sometimes when you need help and you don't really realize it. And so the more that we can just kind of talk about it and bring it to light, I think that would be better. So I'm not going to talk too much about this on this motovlog. Going to be hanging out with a friend later today, doing some riding, relaxing. So, you know, this is part of this ride is just to try to get some of my throttle therapy in. But, you know, I think we should talk about it more. I think a lot more of us are in the same boat than we all realize. I'd like to see the system get a little bit better. You know, I've tried to deal with the system in the past, and it has been, you know, there are people out there that care, but there's not enough of them. Just more support in the community. I think now more than ever, you know, with all the crazy shit going on in the world, and, you know, people coming out of the pandemic, we need to get together more. And I don't think the online community, so it sometimes can help, but I don't think it always can help. And I think a lot of the times social media and different things like that actually hurts mental health. Reach out to your close friends if you're having a hard time. Reach out to your close friends if you think they're having a hard time, you know? And let's just spread love into the world. Like, if I could do anything with this channel besides help people when it comes to motorcycles, it would be help people in general with just their problems, their, you know, things they're going through. Spread love into the world. You know, the world has too much bullshit and hate and all kinds of stuff going on. You know, we need more love for sure. It's a cool army truck. That's one thing that I like about the motorcycle community. I know you do meet people and you can form those connections, and that's cool. So I hope to meet some people in the motorcycle community as time goes on. Get a chance to have a good time and be there for people and hang out and share my experience and all that kind of stuff. So I am by no means a professional. I know I say that a lot on this channel, but you know, this is just my experience, my thoughts, my opinion. If you're really struggling hard, man, reach out, you know. It's never too late. There is somebody out there that does want to listen, that does want to help. And I think you can find help, you know. Even though right now I'd say I'm going through a pretty dark time in my life, I do have hope. And maybe it's because I tend to just be a glass half full type person, but there's so much out there, there's so much opportunity, there's so much to do in life, you know. There's friends, there's great people. I think just because now is a dark time doesn't mean that it's always going to be like that. It's okay to talk about mental health. I think it should be thought of basically almost exactly the same way that other kind of health is thought of. You know, you have arthritis, you have a knee problem, you have something else, you know, any of that kind of stuff, like physiological health. I think mental health should be considered the same way, where sometimes things just can get broken, or sometimes things need fixing or need help or navigating. And that's probably all I got for today. Just you know, trying to share some of my thoughts and my feelings. At this point, I don't anticipate it affecting the channel in any way, just because I've got a lot of videos I can still post. But I really appreciate the support and everyone, you know, watching the videos, the liking, commenting. So thank you so much for your support. It is appreciated, and you know, hopefully, like I said, I can just offer help to some people and I can offer enjoyment, entertainment. Go ahead, if you're comfortable sharing your experience with mental health, go ahead and leave a comment down below, or maybe sharing some of the things that's helped you work through it. Like I said, throttle therapy has been a really big thing for me, but no pressure, you know. This is a safe space, but you don't have to share anything crazy or anything like that. Go ahead, like the video, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Thank you everyone for hanging on out. Thank you for listening to me talk a little bit about something that's not related to motorcycles, but you know, I think you can tie in mental health and throttle therapy and motorcycles pretty well. This is the Evergreen Motovlog channel, reminding you all out there to ride safe, mind your surroundings, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Love y'all. Peace.